All right, you guys. Now, I'm gonna bring it to you. Very simple, very easy. There are a lot of people out there, a lot of YouTubers, who are breaking down the Doomsday DLC that's gonna come out December 12th. Okay? Some of them haven't even been playing GTA for a while, which slowly irritated me. Some of them have been playing GTA for a while, which I respected.
Good to see
But
you guys.
I've been watching a few of them, and they have been mistaking slight errors that anybody could really ID. I was watching this one guy. He said something about the brand new military Sam Turret vehicle. Yes, we have had Sam Turret
Remember, I'll do anything as long as it's legal.
Sam Turret trailers and stuff
Hi
like
there.
that. Yes,
How can I help you?
but
Just let me know what you
when
need.
he saw the actual real Sam Turret, he was like, "Oh man, I hope it's not like the rest of them where you get like a bunch of missiles like on the like with the Sam Turret trailer. The Hydra and the laser, they have to be pretty close in order to be destroyed. With the Sams the on top of your APC, you still have to be pretty close in order to destroy it. But the thing about an actual Sam Turret missile that they're gonna bring out, that right there, he saw three helicopters and he thought they were just regular old helicopters saying, "Oh, I hope that it don't require two missiles to take out a Hydra or a laser." But the thing about it is that wasn't a normal helicopter. That the helicopters that you saw when the Santurn actually shot those three helicopters, those were not normal helicopters. Those were actually Valkyries, which are which which usually takes two missiles to destroy. But with that Santurn, it's a multi-lock, and it was only three, and it only shot three missiles. And each missile went for a different helicopter, which also destroyed the Valkyrie in one hit. And the way it shot, it shook the vehicle, which means that it shoots pretty quick and pretty heavy, which means these missiles move pretty fast too. Some more errors that I have saw for people are more. Okay, let me rephrase this. More mistakes or unmentioned things I have seen in some of these videos is the armored tank. A few of them mention the armored tank correctly, but what they failed to mention is that the armored tank. I know y'all saw the big Joe and how he was saying you were embarrassing me and stuff like that. I don't know what my worker is at for this place. I'm just about to shut this thing down. Oh, it didn't even restart. Okay, now we gotta come back to this. But they failed to mention that if you look pretty good on that tank, I mean, you ain't gotta look pretty good. Just after it rots past that explosion, pause it because you will be able to see. You know how each car has their own little emblem, like right in front of the bike, or right in front of each car. How they have their own little special little emblem. Well, that tank, that little giant circle that says "You're embarrassing me," that's on the tank. So it's not just a normal old tank. That tank is actually high tech equipment. And I think the last guy I watched, he mentioned how it was. I think he said it wanted to be built by the Russians or whatever. It may have cloak capabilities and stuff like that. If that is possible, okay. But putting putting the tank aside, other than cloak capabilities, I really hope that they do balance it. Not too fast, and I really hope that they do add add like another little place where somebody could be on a gun because there is a gun on that tank. Next we'll talk about the new helicopter. Um, after the after the helicopter start, oh my god, after the helicopter start hovering, they show a scene where you're inside of something, and it's kind of like the mobile command center, but it's not the mobile command center because if you look pretty closely, you'll see that in the very back there's a like a, I guess you could say a bay door ramp, I guess, or a ramp for stuff you would normally see inside of a cargo bob or a cargo plane and stuff like that. People have been saying, oh, it's probably a cargo plane or something like that. It's not a cargo plane. Okay? That the size of the floor is like way too small to be a cargo plane. Way too small. Ain't no way that's a cargo plane. Another thing I want to mention is that the inside of it, the way it looks like it actually fits the hover plane. The little plane that you saw before that scene, it looks like it fits that type of size perfectly. There's no other plane so far that can actually seem to be remodeled. So that's why I think that Otto's operations and stuff will be inside that plane, because I don't think there are any planes that they truly modified that big of a scale to fit that type of situation. I know y'all saying, but they made, I forgot that plane name, but it's a plane everybody gets for free after you get after you get your hangar. Yeah, we had that plane before the hangar DLC came out, and yes, they modified it. Nope, they didn't. They really didn't. Because in single player, it was the same plane, and we was able to drop packages out of it. It's just this time they actually put that plane into online. So in order for them to add like new stuff onto a plane that we already have, it's gonna take a lot more tinkering, a lot more time out of their schedules and stuff like that, just to make sure everything is balanced, the game don't glitch on it and stuff like that. I don't think they'll do it. So with the add on to the brand new helicopter, I'm thinking they'll put it in there, because that helicopter looks like it has it on there. I mean, it hovers. It has a gun at the it does look like an explosive round cannon at the bottom of it. So I expect that helicopter to actually be the one with all that equipment. Because if you actually think about it, the Bambuska, the mobile command center, every single one of those, and I believe another plane, I just really haven't used it, but every single one of those has that computer and is used to control the gun. And there's only one gun, and so far there's only one computer. So I'm thinking that computer is used to control the gun. But then again, there could also be a co-pilot gun, just like in the Bambushka, which also flips me on for something else that maybe, since it's a hovering, maybe they kind of also put it like that one plane, how it has a gunner in the back. I would kind of like that, but not just a gunner, but like another gun in the back of it.
There's the boss.
But then again, that kind of makes it another very OP method and stuff like that. So yeah, gotta look out for that. Next on our list to talk about is our brand new police vehicle. A lot of people have been missing this.
Listen, you do
Well,
realize about my
first, I
behavior.
need to mention the police vehicle. Police vehicle is much more larger, much more armored, and a lot of people have been mentioning this. It does have two guns at the top. Okay, I was thinking about something that's like maybe that stuff is, that we saw could be inside there, but no, it couldn't have been. But one thing they failed to mention, I don't think they saw it, but I got pretty good eyes. That police van, I guess it's a van or a police armored vehicle, has a ram in the front of it. Not this big of a ram, but
Okay, you have
but a ram that fits this. I forgot the name of this thing. It look like a bunch of junkies put it together. It has a ram just like this. It has a ram like this in front of it. It has a gun on top of it right here and in the back. It's extremely long, extremely armored, and yes, it's quite fierce. So they put a few of these planes that they already have. We're going to talk about a plane that looks like this in a few, but they put a few of these things, a few of these cars that we have already together into one giant DLC. Next. Bingo. We're gonna talk about the another plane. This plane is like this. It's kind of like this small, but much longer wings. It's more. I want to say it's more than just a one seater because there's a gun I believe at the bottom of it, and it drops bombs. I really haven't got a really good look at it that much because I was into it, but not that much. So I really didn't really get a good look at it. But they mentioned everything about it. It will be dropping bombs. It does have missiles and stuff on it and stuff like that. I will probably enjoy it, but no. Next, we're gonna talk about the car that kind of looked like the Ruiner 2000, which is this. Kind of look like this, not all modern day and shit like that. It's like a mixture of the Ruiner 2000 with where is it? Ruiner 2000 and this. It's like a mixture of these two. The thing about that vehicle, I want to say it's kind of I want to say these two vehicles are the same, but they're in two different scenes. But I'm also having my doubts. But the thing with the Ruiner 2000 and this one right here, they kind of merge together. So it shoots like the Ruiner 2000, but I believe it goes kind of upwards and then it then hits its target. So I believe it could also go from ground to air, but it's also a ground to ground vehicle. Auto missile. So this missile shoots up a little bit, like straight, but up a little bit. It then dives down and hit its target. Like it only goes up just a tiny little bit. I guess to prevent hitting other cars, I guess. Or prevent it from hitting a car that's like pretty close to you. Say if you're running behind somebody else who's a player, not going slow, you don't want to blow them up, so the missile goes up a little bit, which is smart. But it flies. Like if you take the Ruiner around this area right here, the Ruiner, around this area, wings come out. The wheels go up, and then we end up seeing kind like a different backside to this, but it kind of looks exactly like the backside of this, just a little bit different, and the taillights are different. But the front kind of looks exactly the same, which means there's probably a limited amount of missiles you'll probably have. And yes, I'm not so sure if it glides, but I definitely know it flies. You saw no nitrous, you saw no hydraulics, Well, you kind of did see hydraulics, but the hydraulics was for bringing the wheels up and keeping them up. But you saw no air pressure. Yeah, I guess I could use air pressure. You saw no air pressure. You saw no jump. It just brought the wings out. No nitrous was used, and it just took off. And it was on a I want to say it was on a bridge, which means it probably had a little bit of help flying, but ain't no way it could have lifted that high and glide that long with the current stuff that we saw so far, which means it flies. Maybe it has a time limit, maybe, or maybe you can only use certain weapons in the air. You never know. Maybe you don't even. Maybe you can't even use your weapons. I hope you can't use your weapons while inside the vehicle, 'cause that's just too OP. You run out of fucking missiles, and then next thing you know, you start flying and stuff, right over somebody. You dropping C4s out your window. Here, take this. Here, take this. Here, take this. Oh wait, have four more, just in case the first one missed, you can get them with like about eight more, and you finally blow them up. Boom. But that would fucking suck, especially if you drop your proximity mines. But um, yeah, like that was a few things that was not being mentioned. Oh my god, it's 14. I guess we'll. You know what? Let's try to get some help. See if anybody want to help. But what else? La 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 la. The bases. There are two different locations that we saw. We saw one that says IAA, which is another version of the CIA, and we saw another one that we first saw when we first came in. Unfortunately, I want to say these are brand new locations. I want to say the one that says I want to say the one that says IAA. That one may be inside the bunker, because somebody mentioned a blue door inside of your bunker, and blue doors usually indicates that that there's a locked door that's soon going to show, like something that's soon going to pop up. So I mean, you can't really say oh, that's not true, or you can't say ain't nothing's gonna happen there. Okay, somebody joined. So you just can't deny stuff like that. But there will how do I put this? Wait, who joined? I can't see his name. AVN. So yeah. There will be one of those locations will be there. One of those locations will be inside our bunker. The other location seems to be somewhere where there's actual money put into it. Because our bunker don't look like it's supposed to have chrome seats, big giant computers and stuff like that. But it would be nice if it was. I'm telling you, it will be nice. So I'm not so sure if we have to pay for anything in order to start missions and stuff like that. I believe we can just just start it up. You just got to go to that room, start it up, because there's not really much I can really say about it. But now that I think about it, that big giant room may be inside our bunker. Because maybe, just maybe, because the way I'm looking at it, the floors, like the floors in the jetpack room, you only get a small glance at it, but that kind of reminds me of the floors inside the big giant room. And I think I may have seen like like the side of a wall that like it's another hallway. So maybe they may expand it a little bit to the point where like two how do I put this? To the jetpacks. Bingo. Because that
I'm here
big
for you,
giant
boss.
room also
100%.
deals with the little robot. I mean, the little computer that speaks.
Hello. What do you need?
And I'm sure
How do you
that
choose between your children?
after you get done with a few things
They're
like
bringing your
that,
personal vehicle
you'll
around
be
right
able to
now.
get access to the tank, the armored tank, after you like complete a few heists and stuff like that, or maybe like speaking of the heists, if they do add one heist, people, don't bitch because that heist is gonna be stupid fucking big. They mentioning war
This is
from a different
problematic.
country.
The product's held up on a boat off the coast.
So if they're mentioning war in a country, I mean from a different country, and it's only one heist, let me tell you about GTA. They put a lot of time into their stuff, believe it or not. They put months, maybe months, nearly a year or so, into DLCs. So when they complain about, I mean, when they say heist, and on top of that, just listen to the name. It's a Doomsday heist. It's not a normal heist, people. And out of everything you saw, I expected to be one heist. Well, Shadow, why only one heist? Because this heist requires a lot of fucking preparations. I mean, we're fighting another country. If war was actually don't require preparations, who knows what could be going on right now? Who knows who will rule who right now? Like for real, like no joke. Who knows who will rule who? Is he waiting on me? Yeah, he waiting on me. Like we don't know who will rule who because it's not right to know who's gonna rule who because we had no preparations. So I expect there to be multiple preparations, multiple things to do before we get to the big boom. And I believe the big boom requires that big ass missile we all keep seeing. Yeah, whatever, keep going. So I believe the last thing we need, the last thing that's gonna be on that heist requires the Los Santos missile. We're gonna have to get mad intel on a bunch of stuff. We're gonna be hunted down by a lot of people. We're talking about Merryweather, mostly Merryweather. I can't really say the army, but maybe the army because we're still in a few things. But it's not gonna be much. I need to heal. So yeah, I expect it to be at least one heist, you guys. I'm sorry, I know you guys want more than one heist, but I kind of expect it to be only one heist. Like I really do expect it to be only one heist. Because a war requires multiple preparations. Like days, weeks, months before we even move in. Like no joke, we require that much time before we move into anything. So, if you guys, what else I'm missing? Really, nigga? Really? Really? But yeah, so if you guys was thinking like, oh, there's gonna be it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. Next, I just thought about something. The orbital strike. I don't think I don't think it's gonna be part of the gameplay. I mean, not gameplay, but like free mode. I don't think so at all, because if it is, it's gonna be a lot of money. I'm not talking about no. I'm not talking about no. Cause I heard somebody say 50,000. No, not no 50,000. One strike will blow so much junk up. If you aim it right, you can take out anybody and anything. It's an orbital strike. They probably debuffed the damage it does, but a normal orbital strike deals stupid amount of damage. And if you aim it right at the right time and fire it right, because it seems like there's a countdown to it, so you have to wait. Or maybe the countdown already starts the moment you activate it. But most likely you will have to pay a high amount, which is probably about 200 to at least about $1 million just to use it. The reason I say that is because it can go around the world, but most likely they'll only keep it towards Los Santos. But still, it's an orbital strike, people. There's nothing peaceful about it. Like, nothing peaceful about it. Next, we're gonna talk about, I wonder, what should we talk about next? Everybody complain about? Well, complain to YouTube about, I mean not YouTube, but what's the name about? Maybe we should, Shadow, maybe we should. Okay, how about jetpacks? Yeah. The one thing everybody kept asking about. Jetpack this, jetpack that, jetpack. Now, the thing about the jetpacks is, they did add jetpacks, and that these jetpacks are going to be used in what is he honking his horn for? I'm trying to, oh, here we go. So these jetpacks will be for people, will be for like everybody. They will be pricey because these jetpacks will also have missiles on them. These missiles will be auto lock. They're not free. They're not free shot missiles. Maybe you can make a free shot missiles, but you never know. And these jetpacks will also be powered by the new the guy who said don't embarrass me, or whatever his name is. The big talking computer. They will be also powered by him. I can tell because of the way I guess you could say flames look, and the way that the entire jetpack is set up. It looks like a high-tech jetpack. So if the armored tank look high-tech, and also has the emblem from the guy, from the talking computer, and it's kind of purplish, and And if you actually like, if you let the tank pass the screen just a tiny little bit and you pause it again, you can actually tell it has reflectors, which means it has abilities. Those reflectors just don't come normally. It has abilities, and maybe these abilities maybe are cloaked. I mean, reflector mirrors or reflection mirrors makes a vehicle invisible. Now we're not so sure if it can make it invisible to our players or make it invisible to the map. We're not so sure. But these jetpacks are crafted or controlled by the guy we all know as the talking computer. Next we're gonna talk about is what should we talk about next? That's the person I've been working with, girl. Yeah. So next we're gonna talk about blah 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 blah. Hold on, let me select something. All right. Another contract already exists. Oh my god, who the hell is doing a contract? Somebody's doing a contract.
I'll get out of your way.
So yeah. So another thing is these jetpacks will be a lot. If you request something too much, there will be a price for it. What? How is that contract already active? Oh, another person looking to join MC. Hurry, 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 hurry. Ah, I think he left. It says there's one already active. That's gay. Who the fuck is doing something? But yeah, there's a lot of people in MC. Maybe because MC is a double. It's just somebody already doing something. I don't see nothing though. But how do I put this, girl? What else can we talk about? Oh, infiltration. So, what haven't we talked? We talked about the police car, helicopter, the system unit. Talked about the offices, what may or may not contribute to the bunker. Talked about the flying vehicle, the submarine vehicle. The submarine vehicle is what I was also mentioning too, how it kind of looks like the flying vehicle, but it has a slight difference, which means it is a different vehicle. Now this submarine vehicle, a lot of people are saying will only be available during the heist. I will say no. It's just a submarine vehicle, and it don't look like it has any other special or unique features to it, like trying to shoot or anything like that. It may have missiles, but probably only torpedoes, because you can't shoot torpedoes on land. So it would be nice if it only has torpedoes. So you can only use those torpedoes if you're inside the water. Torpedoes can't fly. So another thing I want to mention is that yeah, what else can I mention? The weapons. There will be no new weapons. Mark IIs only. From what I know, only Mark IIs. So, now that I have mentioned all that, let me see if there's anything else I have to mention. I don't really think there's anything else I have to mention. Or anything that important. I'm still thinking as I play you guys. So, come on, dude. Damn, get on a ladder. Okay, for some reason I can't get on a ladder. Cross enemy mines probably. So, next. I don't think there's anything next. I heard it. I don't think there's anything else I really have to mention so far. How the hell I did not kill him, man? How? You know what? You wanna play like that, bitch? Come on, fuck it. I can play like that too many times. First, we need to scare him back. Okay, now you're just being a bitch now. Come on, fuck this. I'm done. I'm done. He's just being a bitch now. What? Okay, fuck that. Let me get my class ready. You want to be a bitch? Let's go. I'm gonna be ready for you. First, gotta scare your punk ass back. Red. Got your ass, nigga. Don't fuck with me. Bull! Red busting niggas on off the side. What? Hold it, girl. Shit, she didn't hold it. Come on, you gay. Get your ass up there. Go, girl. Go. I thought that was him for a minute. Get the fuck off this gay ass boat. Oh, Red's still trying to shoot me. Alright, so let me do another rundown. This whole time I've been doing another rundown, so making sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Hold that L. Nigga, you lost. We still captured your shit. Hold that L. Nigga, you hold your L shit, dick. You upset because you tried to do a bitch move. Woohoo! Oh shit, Red's coming up quick. So yeah, that's what we do here, guys. Have fun. And with all that said, if I forget anything, there will be a part 2 to this. But for now, I'm just gonna chill, make my money, and prepare for the DLC. This is Shadow Chopper Dream, and I'm out.